All right. What's up, everybody? It's time for another episode of the PHDJ podcast. Here with your man, Joe Bunn, and my man, Mike Walter. What's up,
What is
everybody?
going on, Joe? How are you?
I'm all right. I'm
I think I know the answer to that question.
I'm running a million miles an hour, trying to do a bunch of different things, but you know, like you, I'm trying to stay positive, upbeat, calm down. Exactly like Mike's got a shirt on that says "calm down."
Calm down. Look.
But all is well on the back. I
All
like
is
that shirt.
well.
I need that shirt.
Me too. This is a Pete Yorn. You ever hear of Pete Yorn?
Yeah, I know Pete. Yeah.
I love Pete. I've seen him a million times. Great singer-songwriter. And it's a line from one of his songs. I
Oh,
bought this
okay.
shirt. I really like it.
I do. I love that.
I actually
shirt.
bought this pre-coronavirus,
Pandemic, right.
pandemic, everything. But now it just kind of, it works.
It does, man. Maybe you should wear it every week. And so right before we go on the air, I see like a giant calm down.
Calm down.
Screen.
Well, just for you today, Joe.
Yeah, thank you. I need it. Well, everything is good. I know we've got something momentous coming up. We just went through Easter and we went through Ainsley's birthday. But I think you have a birthday this Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sunday, April 9th. Yes. Happy birthday to Ainsley.
Yes, man. Happy birthday to you.
Was that on Easter Sunday, her birthday?
Yeah, the 12th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it fell on Easter this year.
Mine has fallen on Easter Sunday a few times.
Oh, good. Cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to compete with the resurrection of Jesus, but you are Mike Walter, though.
Very well said. Yeah, it kind of makes your personal birthday seem secondary and maybe like a distant secondary. That is a great point.
Yeah. I've always said that about Easter birthdays. I'm like, man, I don't know. What are you going to do? Like, what's your big move going to be?
My uncle's fall is on Christmas Day, so that happens every year for him. So that's definitely like a secondary thing.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, man, so what are you going to do? What are the plans? There's not going to be a restaurant move or anything.
No, there's no restaurant. Kelly has asked me a couple times what I want for dinner. So, but something that our listeners can get involved in.
Okay.
I am mixing a set from 4 p.m. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm writing it down. I'm like, wait, what? 4 p.m.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
I am mixing a set from 4 to 5 p.m. on Sunday. That's 4 or 5 p.m. out time, New Jersey time.
Yep.
And of course, it's going to be an all Prince set. I'm calling it my purple birthday mix. So if our listeners if they would do me the honor.
Where's this going to be, Mike? Where's this going to be? On your Facebook page?
I'm recording it right here. I mean, well, not recording. I'm streaming. I'm live streaming.
I know, but where can they find it? On your personal Facebook page?
On my personal Mike Walter page. We might share it to the Elite Entertainment page too, but I think more of our listeners are probably connected with me. Oh, and also DJ idea sharing. The idea comes from the DJ idea sharing stuff that they're doing every single day.
Yeah.
So I threw my hat in the ring and I said, look, I'll mix a set on Sunday the 19th. It's my birthday. So they're going to share it, but I believe I'm going to launch it on my personal, and then people can get it on DJ idea sharing.
All right, Mike, I will say, I think you should also have a backup. Like either it's going to your Instagram, like off Kelly, like let her log in on her phone, or like I don't know that Facebook's going to let this thing run for an hour.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to get booted 3 times.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm quite positive.
Well, everybody tune into that. I will that's like a perfect time, 4 to 5. That's like right when I'm getting ready to
please help me celebrate my birthday.
Yes.
It's the only thing I can do.
Yes.
It's funny. I've been texting people, by the way, a bad word coming up. I've been texting people whose birthday is during this, and I've said happy most fucked up birthday ever, and they're like, yeah, thank you very much. It's weird. It's not what I would normally want to celebrate my birthday, but given the circumstances, it's the best I can do.
All right, everybody that listens to this, tune in 4 to 5. I'm literally adding it to my iCal right now. Mike's birthday mix this Sunday, April 19th. That's your actual birthday, right? 4 to 5 p.m.
Actual birthday. I turned 54.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Well, it's always easy to remember my age because I turn the same age as the Super Bowl every year. So we just had Super Bowl 54. And by the way, if no NFL season, so therefore no Super Bowl, I am going to stop counting my years too. If the Super Bowl skips a year, I am skipping a year. I think that's the only thing.
54 forever.
It's only right.
Please
Yeah.
don't talk about that. Please don't say that we're not going to have a Super Bowl. I mean,
There will be an NFL season.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Thank you. All right.
I believe there's going to be a baseball season. I think it'll be a half season.
Right.
I think they'll probably play 80 or maybe 100 games, but I think eventually there will be a baseball season.
With or without fans?
That I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you're a Met fan, it really wouldn't make that much of a difference.
I knew there was going to be some.
I beat everybody to the joke.
Yeah, exactly. It's what do you call it? Self-defacing or what?
Yeah, right. All right.
All right. So Mike and I, are I guess we're considered industry leaders, and people will look up to us. And I made that video the other day. Did you watch the video? The little
dude,
50?
loved the
Thank
video,
you,
man.
Thank
Yes, loved it. You should send that to John. And John, if you can drop that video, like if you want to interrupt our podcast right now.
This is a message to my family and friends, to the DJs around the world that follow me, to our clients past and present. Right now, the world seems to be darker than ever before. It's easy to get discouraged about your business, afraid about your health, depressed about the state of the world. But we have to fight back. We have to wake up and accept that this situation is out of our control. It's time to make the most of it. Read a book, write a blog, start a podcast, learn a skill you've been putting off. People keep asking me if I think this will change human interaction. I don't. When this is over, we will gather again. Parties and weddings will be bigger than ever. People will shake hands, hug each other, and dance together. This may slow us down, but we won't be stopped. We can't be. Hang in there, stay safe, and stay healthy. I'll see you on the other side. Yep.
Excellent
Done.
video.
Thank you.
For those listening, where can they find that? Your Instagram? Your Facebook?
My Instagram. It's only 51 seconds long. So Instagram at Joe Bunn or my Facebook page, and it's just called The Message, and it's just a quick little message. Kind of if you're having a bad one. Sometimes I even need to watch it back myself when I'm having a bad one. So
I also love, like, you have a line about we'll get back to shaking hands.
Yeah.
And because I was thinking to myself, so Joe had to basically cull all this old footage because you didn't shoot anything new for that, right?
The very, very, very beginning, we shot Linus and I.
When you're walking into your office.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you used that shot of when you just met the drummer, right?
I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I recognize that.
Yeah.
I was like, good job, Joe.
Yeah.
That was a good job
I was
using
like,
old footage.
I wrote it first, and then after I wrote it, I went through really my head and all the videos I've made over the years, and just started thinking, like, what can go here? Oh, I did shoot that.
So if I understand video editing, that's called storyboarding, right?
You
write it, and then you pick the shot that should go with each line. So anyone who's thinking about putting it together, any kind of video like that, that's basically what you do. You write the script, and then you go, okay, what's going to go here? What shot do I want to go here? So when you said we're going to shake hands again, you said to yourself, oh shit, do I have a shot of me?
Yeah.
There was very recent.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times I call it found footage, especially if it's really old stuff. Like if I find like college, when people were crowd surfing at frat parties, found footage. But yeah, storyboard, really. So it worked, man. I don't know. It was just, again, it'll go into this is a good segue into our topic, which is this. I know you're looking at your watch thinking they usually do this around November for the Thanksgiving episode.
That's right.
But it is poignant today more than ever, maybe more than Thanksgiving. Like what are we grateful for? What is Mike Walter grateful for? And maybe you do a few and then I'll do a few, because I did make
great. I think that's awesome.
I had one on my list when the day started, and then as the day got better, and after I woke up and had some coffee, the list expanded.
So let me just start this by prefacing. I used to do this Jedi mind trick on Kelly. Mm-hmm. When Kelly worked at corporate, which was basically 50 miles from our house, it was a solid hour's drive every morning.
Okay.
And that's on a good morning. And at least once a week, somebody would be in a car accident, which would add a half hour, 45 minutes, sometimes double her drive. And she would call me frazzled and upset, and who could blame her? You leave work at 5:30, supposed to be home at 6:30. Now you're not getting home till 7 or 7:30. And I used to say to her all the time, you know who would trade places with you, Kelly? The person in the car accident up ahead of you.
Damn. That's deep.
And I know that's easier said than done. That's tough love and everything else. But one of the things that is getting me through this is there are people who would trade places with me.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who are better off, who are sick, who have lost loved ones. So, you know, I don't know if that's the right thing karma wise or anything else, but that's what I'm kind of consoling myself with. So
I've said the same thing, Mike. You know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, of course, as an entertainer or an entertainment company owner, we're like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. It couldn't get worse. But like I've said on a few different podcasts and things I've been on lately, like, think about it this way, you know, think about that place you love to go get meatballs. Think about the deli down the street. Think about the gym that I go to, the place where it cuts my hair. Like, we ride around this summer and they don't exist anymore. You know, Elite Entertainment is going to make it. Bunn DJ Company is going to make it. Unless they say no more events ever in the world, we're still going to make it. Those places, every day they've been closed since March, whatever it was, when the world shut down, they've lost money every day. Nobody's there.
And I think if nothing else, this psychology stops me from going, oh, woe is me.
Same.
Because once I start feeling like, oh, damn, I go, wait a minute, Mike, so many people have it so much worse. How dare you not put on a brave face? So anyway, I start my list with family and friends. I'm blessed to have healthy family, healthy friends. I did, a good friend of mine just lost his wife, not coronavirus related. She was an elderly woman and not healthy, and you know, she passed. And the worst thing about that is if it weren't for a virus, I'd be at the wake probably tonight, because she just, you know, passed over the weekend. So I can't do that. But other than the Hollahans, God bless you, Kathy, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I have a relatively healthy family and friends. We're all keeping in touch, sometimes more than ever. I've probably spoken to some friends, Jay Sims and his wife Tamara. We've probably spoken more during this than we usually do. You know what I mean? So I first thing that goes in the I'm grateful category is family and friends.
All right, I'll check that off too, because I literally had that as the first two things: family and then friends.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
And like you, I'm blessed as well. My parents, I talk to them more often than I've been in years, probably. And my sister in Montana, and you know, my nephew and everybody else, and my friends. I do a little, you know, group text to the guys that I've, you know, literally grown up with since 7th, 8th grade. Just everybody good, like. And like my mom said, you know, she says, we talk and she's like, Joe, you know, this is terrible, but every day I wake up and say, thank God I don't have it. You know, I don't have the disease, the disease or the virus.
I've Zoom called with my folks a couple times, with my siblings, and I mean, it's amazing. I'm grateful for my career, Joe. I think you saw this on social. Joe and I were going to record this on Monday. I went into the office Monday morning you know, the hits just keep on coming. Our hot water heater had broken over the weekend, and I had some water on the floor. So I spent Monday, I canceled with Joe. I was also supposed to record with Mike Fernino, canceled my podcast for the day, and basically spent the day. I have a wet vac at home and fans, and spent the day, you know, basically drying off my office. I woke up Tuesday morning sore as hell. My back, my shoulders. You know what? I'm grateful I don't do a blue collar job. I'm grateful I don't have a manual labor type of job. The worst thing physically that goes along with my career is loading in and out. And I do that 2 or 3 times a week. So, you know, it was a reminder for me. I love my career, and I don't have to bust my hump doing it. So
I have that as well. I've got work as well. Just work.
You want to go first this time so I don't steal yours?
Sure. I am thankful for my home. That I've got my home.
I wish you could see my list. Number 3.
My home. I am thankful for my home, that it is, you know, big enough to where we're not on top of each other and killing each other, that I can still, for now, afford it. And it's just kind of a sanctuary. You know what I mean? I've built it out. I've got my little deck out back with my TV, and I've got, you know, a room to work out in and to DJ in, like, just like Mike's room, he's in there. Same thing, you know, at my house. I'm just thankful for my home and the people in it. You know?
Yeah, if you have to shelter in place, Joe, I've been to your house. You have a pretty nice house. You know, when I got divorced, I rented a 1-bedroom apartment for a while, just while I got my finances together. If I had to be sheltered in place there, I'd be, I'd be pretty upset, even if I was by myself. It was a
Yeah.
tiny little place, not a
Yeah.
lot of amenities,
Yeah.
no outside area.
Right.
I don't have it too bad here. Kelly
No,
and I
it's
don't live
nice
in a
there. I've been
mansion,
there.
but we live in a pretty nice
No,
house.
it's a nice
And
spot.
if we're going to be sheltered in place, so yeah, good.
Same.
Go.
Yep.
What's your next one?
I'm really grateful for it's a gift and a curse, my brain, the creativity, to be able to make that video and spend time on that. And, it was something I really put together in 3 days, but it was 3 days of thinking about something else than what's going on out that window right there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So sometimes it's led me to, starting ventures that I shouldn't, or, taking away from other things. But I'm very grateful for the way my brain operates in a creative way. You know what I mean?
That's a great one.
Super, super grateful for all the DJs around the world, literally, that not even because they're members of the vault, but the people that have just reached out and said, man, we needed that video, or we need you to be the way you're acting. We need your guidance. We're all struggling here, and we're looking up to you. And those messages, man, like, honestly, I could be having the worst day and I'll get one message, about every couple of days, something related to that subject, and it just changes everything about everything, really. So
Great.
I'm grateful for the DJs around the world that follow me,
That's
that follow
awesome.
Mike, that listen to this podcast. Thank y'all.
Cool.
You want another
I
one?
have health on my list next. I'm super
Same.
grateful for my own health.
Same.
It's not a coincidence. It's something that I work hard on. It's something that I've worked a lot harder on in the last month.
Yeah.
And I'm in.
Mike's down to
probably
like
the shape
my
of it.
weight. Mike is taller than I am and is literally like the same weight as I am currently.
I hit
I saw that.
179.4 the other. Now, listen, most mornings when I weigh myself, I'm at 180, 181,
Right.
but you know how weight kind of fluctuates
Sure.
like that. But
Sure.
instead of fluctuating from 187 to 185, I've been fluctuating 181 to 179, and I'm grateful for that.
I saw it.
But again, grateful also means, just like your creativity, you could shut that shit off, but you choose to endeavor it, you choose to pursue it.
Feed it.
I have decided during this, I think I've always done a good job for the last 15 years anyway to focus on my health.
Me too.
But I've decided to do it even more.
Yeah.
I just when we got on the line, I just finished listening to an interview with Howard Stern had Bon Jovi on, and Stern said, so, just happened.
Oh yeah.
He said, so what are you going to do now? And Bon Jovi said, well, I'm going to work out. And then I've got a vocal exercise that I do every day with a vocal instructor.
Wow.
And that's a good lesson right there. A guy like John Bon Jovi, he said 5 days a week, he takes an hour-long vocal exercise.
Wow.
And Howard Stern said, well, isn't that a drag? And Bon Jovi goes, what else do I got to do?
Yeah, exactly.
So, if you're not choosing to take this time to focus on your health, I think you're being foolish. You have more time than you've ever had. Spend an hour, 90 minutes a day. You've got it. You've got the time in your schedule. And if you're lucky enough, you can, I've got my life cycle right over there. I got my big TV. I watch a movie sometimes, or I listen to Howard Stern, or I catch up on late night TV from the night before. So anyway, technology. And that's a good segue right there.
Man,
I'm so grateful. Can you imagine going through something like this 40 years ago when you had no way to reach out to friends? You had no way of getting your message out there, things like that. It would have been a much bigger drag than it. We're complaining about Facebook throwing off our live streams, which does suck. I'm not saying it doesn't. But just the fact that you can set up gear and go on Facebook and spin for your friends, we need to stop and thank technology from time to time.
Yeah. Preach. That's a great one, Mike.
Got another one?
Yeah, I got a couple more. Clients that are postponing versus canceling, they are hanging in there. Their fortitude is unwavering. They've had this dream of getting married since they were a little girl, and they're going to push through. And I think the only thing that worries me, and I think this is going to be the true stamp or the true test of human nature, or how tough we really are, is, the girl that had a wedding planned for April that punted to July, is she going to punt again? You know what I mean? Or is she going to?
I agree. Those people that have already moved once, I can't blame, if they have to move a second time, I really can't blame them if they just say, fuck it all. I can't,
But I
But that
hope
doesn't
they
mean I
don't
got to
want that
give the deposit.
deposit back. Good Lord.
Right. That doesn't mean I got to give the
Yeah.
deposit back.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And then my last one is, Mike, I mean, it's hard enough trying to save one business during this, and I'm got three. I'm trying to keep people in the vault, keep them engaged, tell them that they need to be members. Now is the time to watch this stuff, not to drop the $20 a month membership fee. I'm also trying to save Bunn DJ Company and all the shows and the DJs that go along with it. And then also, I picked this year of all years to launch a product, and it's
Right.
shipping right out of, 30
There's that
minutes.
creative brain for you, John.
And, but that booth, that was something years ago we started as fiberglass, and this happened to be the year that we finally got it perfect. And, they're working 2-3 people out of that little factory 30 minutes from your house, trying to get 2 or 3 out a day. And I got to thank them. I'm grateful for them. And don't get me wrong, I don't even want to say it. I've given plenty of refunds to people that their booth hasn't come yet and they need the money back. And I'm giving it back to them. It's not like a wedding. They don't have their product. And so for everybody that believed in it and the 60 or 70 people that bought one, thank you for your patience. I think that the truth is told that the first 10 or 15 that are out there, those people have sent, again, messages of love, and you can see them on Instagram, how happy they are. Big Earn and Aaron made video after video when they got there. It's like, they said it was like Christmas morning. So thank you for your patience. They are coming. I promise. It's just very slow.
That's very cool.
Very slow.
Very cool. So my next one might surprise you, especially anyone that follows me on social. I beat up Trump from time to time, and I beat up the government, but I'm grateful for the government. I haven't gotten my PPP yet, but I know plenty of my friends who have, friends in the DJ industry,
really?
also outside the DJ industry.
Really?
Yep,
Okay.
I think I'm up to 7 or 8 friends now who have gotten funded. So my fingers are crossed. I'm hopeful. But, the government has stepped up and increased unemployment to help people out and put programs in place. And I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful for science, because I still believe we're going to get out of this sooner than most people think.
Yeah.
And when we do, we have science to thank. And this is no knock on religion, but the cure for this and the vaccine for this will come out of a lab. It won't come out of a church.
Yeah.
So we can pray all we want, but you really want to send your prayers and thoughts, send them to the scientists and the doctors, because they're the ones that are going to cure this thing. And I'm grateful for the people. I'm grateful for the people on the front line who are caring for the sick and putting their lives at risk. But I'm also grateful for those people in laboratories all over the world, not just America, who are working diligently to come up with a vaccine for this thing, because that's when we're going to be able to get out of this.
Yeah, exactly. To where you get it and you go and you get a shot and you're better. Right. Like that's
well, no, even better. Before you get it, you get a vaccine.
Oh, wow.
Which makes you immune to it.
Oh, wow.
That's really
even better. Right.
Yeah, when we have a vaccine.
Right.
So 2 more quick ones. My savings. I've always been very conservative with my money. One of the reasons Kelly and I don't live in a mansion is because we bought a house 12 years ago within our means. You know what I mean? We when we went to buy a house, they approved us for like a $900,000 loan. And we were like,
been there. Yeah.
Why would we take, we're 2 people.
I know.
Why wouldn't we take, but we could have at that time bought a $1.2 million house. You know what? I'd be over my head right now, not being able to afford the mortgage. So I've always been a diligent saver. I've been conservative. I don't carry a ton of debt.
Same.
And now more than ever, I'm pretty grateful for that, because like you, I'm going to survive this, because I'm pretty well liquid. And then finally, I'm grateful for music and entertainment. Again, going back to, can you imagine the days of when the Spanish flu was happening
100 years ago? Right.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have TV, you didn't have technology, you didn't, you know what I mean? Music, it made me laugh the other day. I told you we had a flood in the office and I'm wet vacuuming, and one of my DJs had a wet vac. So he came by and he was working in one side of the office and I was working in the other. We both had headphones on. And at one point we got to kind of the center of the office and we're both wet vacuuming facing each other. And I had to laugh because he was listening to his own music. I was listening, and I guarantee, because I know John, by the way, John Z, if you're listening, thank you for helping. I appreciate it. I know John's taste in music. It was completely different than mine. But we were both like whistling while we worked because we had music going. We were so how can you not be grateful for entertainment? It takes you away in time. You know, I've watched so many movies, like I said, here or spinning. Thank God for those things.
Man, I'll tell you, yeah, the technology thing, I didn't even think about that until you really mentioned it. But the music thing, I think one of the most, the worst part of my Monday was Colin, my oldest, sent me this article, and it said there was a speculation that there would be no concerts until fall of 2021. And I just was like, oh my, I mean,
Right.
I probably have 5 tickets in my glove compartment right now
Yeah.
from everybody.
So that's something you truly miss, but also doesn't that show you it's something that you truly love? So be grateful for it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. I
Cool.
really do.
I think this was good, Joe.
Really good stuff, guys.
I'm
Everybody,
cheered up.
yeah, I am too, man. This was a super positive episode. Everybody, thank you for listening. Again, if you're not in the PHDJ discussion group, please join it, and we'll keep the conversations going there. Keep listening, and everybody hang in there. We'll we'll hopefully know something soon in the next couple of weeks about when we can get back to events.
Stay safe, everybody. Stay healthy.
Thanks, guys.